Namaskaram, the South Indian is here. India has a very rich oral tradition, and by that I mean that all our stories, both the epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata, were written, but of course they came down generation after generation, and all of us heard about these stories from our grandparents or mothers. And one of the best stories was, how did a particular idol look like? How did a particular god look like when he or she was a child? Remember Krishna as a child? Remember Ram as a child? Remember all the Devis as little girls? Today I am going to tell you a story just like that. So stay with me and listen on. That it was a historic event has been borne out in several ways than one. The Pran Pratishtha ceremony, presided over after years of preparation, marks the beginning of a new era. If there is one aspect which stands out by many of us, particularly from the south, it is the idol of Ram Lalla created by a Mysuru based sculptor Arun Yogiraj. Following Prime Minister Modi's Pran Pratishtha ceremony, the world was introduced to the first glimpse of the 51-inch idol of Lord Rama at the Ayodhya Ram temple. Like I said, crafted by Arun Yogiraj from Karnataka, this sculpture portrays Ram Lalla in the form of a 5-year-old boy. Look at that image, which is now on your screens. Let's begin with the mukut, which has been crafted in a North Indian tradition. A masterpiece in gold, it's embellished with rubies, emeralds and diamonds. At the very center of it is the emblem of Surya Dev. Complementing the mukut, the kundal or ear ornaments follow the same design, adorned with peacock motifs to enhance its elegance. Ram Lalla idol wears the Kaustubha Mani, a scriptural tradition for Lord Vishnu and his incarnations, a crystal which was obtained during the churning of the ocean, or what we know as Samudra Manthan. A crescent shaped necklace graces Ram Lalla's idol neck, intricately studded with gems featuring floral designs centered around an image of, once again, Surya Dev. Gem studded bangles, rings adorned with gems and pearls enhance the idol's hands, while a resplendent necklace below the throat and just above the navel adds to the Lord's ornamentation. Even as we focus at his feet, they say that to see the God's feet in itself is divinity. Adorning the Lord's feet are gem-studded anklets and toe rings inlaid with diamonds and rubies. The Vaijayanti or Vijayamala, the third and longest necklace, symbolizes victory, with rubies depicting sacred symbols like the Sudarshana Chakra, lotus, the Shankh and the Mangal Kalash, following the Vaishnava tradition. Armlets on both arms, studded with gold and precious stones, grace the idol, while a gem-studded waistband adorns Ram Lalla's waist, featuring diamonds, rubies, pearls and emeralds. The Lord not only looks beautiful, but exudes extreme divinity for the devout. A story which shall become part of our mythological and historical lore for centuries to come. Three lakhs thronged the Ram Lalla temple as it was thrown open for darshan for the public on day 2. The visuals right now on the screen and proves how eager are people to sight the idol despite a live telecast. The police and other authorities had to really struggle to control the crowds, and there came a time when the darshan was also stopped for a little while to get a hold over the thronging crowds. However, the government of Uttar Pradesh ensured that the crowds were managed well, and after all, the crowds did behave well, considering they had a presiding deity among them, that being Ram Lalla, the beautiful idol of Ram Lalla, who returns home after 500 long years on 22nd January, a day which will not be forgotten both in Indian mythology as well as history. And now I am going to come back in a jiffy and talk about some superstars of Tamil Nadu who were trolled on social media because of this Lord Rama. Stay with me. Vanakkam, the South Indian is here yet again. It is all very well that in our mythology, in our religiosity, there is an option given for those who do not believe in God. But those who do, I am sure, are more in number. I am going to today talk about three superstars. The biggest superstar is of course Lord Rama, undoubtedly, and the other two, Ilayaraja, the maestro, the original maestro from south of India, particularly Tamil Nadu, and the other superstar Rajnikant. Let me tell you their story today. Even as the entire nation was immersed in the Pran Pratishtha ceremony and unveiling of Lord Rama, Tamil Nadu was on a different tangent. There was talk about how the Tamil Nadu government had allegedly attempted to block the live telecast of the Ram temple event in Ayodhya, apparently through an oral order. It was only later when the Supreme Court intervened and observed that said that no one was bound to abide with the oral orders. Now, there were a number of celebrities from the south of India. We saw Chiranjeevi, we saw Ramcharan, and of course, superstar Rajnikant. While the consecration ceremony of the Ram temple in Ayodhya garnered wide attention across the nation, netizens in Tamil Nadu criticized superstar Rajnikant for attending the event. The superstar faced backlash on social media platforms after he defined the occasion as a historic event. He said, and I quote him, he said, "It was a historic event and I am very fortunate, will definitely come to Ayodhya every year." Now listen in to what Superstar said.
बहुत बढ़िया था ये ऐतिहासिक इवेंट है सो इस दिन मैं इधर था वो मैं भाग्य हूँ बहुत भाग्यशाली हूँ
सर प्रभु श्री राम की मूर्ति कैसी लगी कितना खूबसूरत
बहुत बढ़िया देखा मैंने
दोबारा आएंगे सर अयोध्या
डेफिनेटली हर साल आऊँगा
थैंक यू सो मच सर
One particular social media user, I'm not going to name him, he's from Chennai, attacked Rajnikant sharply, saying how he always acted against the interest of the Tamil people. Which interest is he talking about? We'll find out. Just wait for a bit. Similarly, music maestro, the great Ilayaraja came under attack on social media after he praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the Pran Pratishtha of the Ram temple in Ayodhya. A social media user from Chennai posted on X that Ilayaraja was not invited to the event because he belonged to a particular caste. The tweet was of course extremely disparaging and most despicable, but that is often how social media behaves. Look at the hypocrisy of it all. On the one hand, the DMK government and several Tamils speak about how they believe in Samuttavam, which means equality, no caste. But here it is that they go to social media platforms and criticized a man who's given them one of the best music ever. The two men, superstar Rajnikant and Ilayaraja sir, are undoubtedly icons in South Indian cinema, and even as they are worshipped by their fans, their religious choices seem to invite much derision. Why is that? Let's debate. Let me now invite R.A. Arjuna Murthy, who is a Prabhari of Tamil Nadu BJP social media and in charge of Shivaganga parliamentary constituency with us, Vignesh Selvaraj, who is a film critic and political analyst, and Jagadishwaran, who is a political analyst, and also S. Venkatnarayan sir, who is a senior journalist. Vanakkam to all of you, a very, very warm welcome. Vanakkam. I would first like to ask Arjuna Murthy sir. Sir, you worked with Rajni sir very closely. I mean, all his decisions, you were witness to that, right? We've always known superstar to be an extremely devout person. His devotion towards Raghavendra Swami, his devotion to all the temples whenever he visits Bengaluru is very well known. I don't understand that on the one hand you worship him like God because of what he's done, and on the other hand you take to social media and you criticize him and say disparaging things about him. Where do you think is the problem, Arjuna Murthy sir?
The problem is in the mind of majority Dravidian movement in Tamil Nadu for past 60 years. In fact, they have been preached wrong information to their mind. One thing they have forgotten in that Tamil Nadu. In fact, Tamil Nadu holds 60,000 temple towers. This is the only place you can see all around in India. We have a 5 element of God like a fire, earth, air and everything. We have 5 elements there in representation of Shiva here throughout Tamil Nadu. Only one in Kalahasti, that was earlier with the Tamil Nadu. So like that, we represent complete devotions and rituals, and especially Hindu philosophy, culture, and the rest of the issue, we take it very seriously. In all our tradition, if you look at all our literature in Tamil, which is talking about many things about on Anmiham, we call it as Anmiham here.
Yes.
That is what things are happening here in Tamil Nadu. But unfortunately, these 60 years, what they have done, they erased the belief of Tamil culture in their DNA, and they want to wipe up this DNA impact in their mind, cultivating, yesterday even our Chief Minister said, comparing Perumal and Periyar, how awkward it is. How come he can compare Periyar and Perumal together at the same phenomena? Perumal is a belief of 120 crore people in India, but Periyar is not a 120 crore belief, So the comparison itself very awful one, which we 100% we deny. The way in which he is being expressed, this is very categorically, though he mentioned very categorically, but somewhat it is wounded every individual of Tamil. In fact, Tamil is almost now 7.5 crore people. Out of 7.5 crore, hardly they have only converted Muslim and converted Christians. These Christians and Muslim, they have not come from, hailed from any other country. They born and brought up together, and for their various reasons, they got a conversion in the later part. So this is the way people are being preached. They have said some story. That story helped them to divide the casteism here. That casteism made them to become this amount of
all right. Okay.
Yeah, you to say something against.
Arjuna Murthy sir, you have you know Rajnikant very closely. I mean, I have watched your political career throughout for years now. He is even individually in his life. He is a very religious and a devout man. You know, he fasts. I mean, I have seen him go on a fast. Actually, I have also seen him in Rishikesh in an ashram. I mean, I did not make a big hue and cry about it because I thought I should let the superstar have his privacy. But he is a man who is a very religious man. Isn't that right? He believes in all the gods, and particularly his household, and he himself, the superstar, believes in God.
A seeker. Basically, he is a seeker. He has started his life. In fact, he mentioned me a few times. In his childhood, he used to go to in Bangalore. There is a temple called Gangadeshwara temple. There are a lot of dabas has happened by various saints there. In fact, it is in the cave. In center of the Bangalore, there is a cave temple which is called Gangadeshwara temple, where he used to worship. Whatever he feel uncertainty in his life, he used to go and sit for many hours. That's what he mentioned to me. That. So this is the way he has been practiced throughout his life. He is an excellent seeker. That's what from Raghavendra to Mahavadar Babaji. From there he went to the cave. Every year he used to go to the cave, and he used to conduct Kriya Yoga every day. In fact, he spent more time on the devotional and reading lot of epics. That's the way he learned. In fact, he got abundant number of story about Rama and Mahabharata and everything.
That is true.
When we hand over the invitation to him, the expression at which everyone, we felt so much divinity we have seen him in his phrase, because he was so happy and delighted.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let me go to Vignesh Selvaraj now. Vignesh, hi. You know, how much is this going to? This is really ridiculous what the social media, some of them are saying. That's what social media does. No, you can throw a stone at anyone. You know, Ilayaraja sir, maestro, you know, genius for me, and I'm sticking my neck out. Annakilli is playing in my head even as I'm talking to you, Vignesh. What to do? We Tamils are brought up on his music. Him and Rajnikant sir. How much is it going to impact their work? The same people will go and watch those movies. Isn't that right, Vignesh? For 1 second of fame.
Actually, I always used to wonder that only particularly in Tamil Nadu, individuals are having certain constraints regarding their political thoughts. See, actually, Tamil Nadu is a land where cinema actors and cinema-related oriented peoples are the star political campaigners for several parties. They are MLA, they are MP, they have become even chief minister. They have their own ideology, political ideology, and they are traveling in that. But when it comes to Rajnikant and Ilayaraja, just because they are oriented towards Hinduism, this is being criticized a lot. See, Rajnikant and Ilayaraja are the God-gifted persons of Tamil Nadu. We are proud to say that we are Tamil. Whenever I go to North India, many times I have faced this. They will ask me whether you are from Rajnikant Kagav. They identify Tamil Nadu as Rajnikant Kagav. That is the way, that is the craze they have created all over India. They have made an identity for themselves. These stars should be celebrated. These stars should be celebrated irrespective of whatever their political ideologies. See, Rajnikant has clearly mentioned that he is not into politics. He was about to come into politics. At that time, they were saying a lot of stories about him. He is going to be backed by BJP, blah blah blah. But he has clearly stated he is not at all in any party.
Yeah, so why should he be targeted? I mean, I'm not saying politicians should be targeted, Vignesh, but why should he be targeted? You know, Jagadishwaran, let me get you on the screen right now. Jagadishwaran, what is this? Is it this kind of, some kind of, you know, because we've seen since the Pran Pratishtha was announced, first of all, there was, you know, a so-called ban on the live telecast. The finance minister spoke about it. Then the Honorable Supreme Court had to intervene. What is this entire thing about attacking anyone who goes to a temple, for God's sake? Ilayaraja is known for his music. Ilayaraja may be worshipping any god that he wants to. They brought in his caste. on social media. I mean, this is Tamil Nadu which speaks about Samuttavam. This is only hypocrisy, no? Jagdishwaran.
Yeah, I actually try to understand what social media is doing, and these are my points. Number one, this hate against Rajinikanth or Ilayaraja is not just hate against them. I think it's the hate against the right-wing activities, the hate against the BJP, VHP, and all those right-wing groups. And that is what is coming out from the people. Rajinikanth, he is known for right-wing activities. He has been supporting, BJP, Modi, etc. As far as Ilayaraja was, he's a MP from BJP. So obviously people from Tamil Nadu still hate BJP. That's the core issue, I think. And everything else is, see the way the Ram Pran Pratishtha, the way the people of Tamil Nadu see this and people of other states see this is, I think, is different. There's quite a difference. I saw profile pictures of many people from Tamil Nadu, my friends who are in Facebook, Twitter, so many people. They all changed it to black flags. The way they see the building of Ayodhya Ram Temple on the Babar Masjid is something different from where others see. They stand for...
Despite a Supreme Court order. Wow.
Yes.
Tamil Nadu doesn't even respect the Supreme Court. What are you talking about?
No, it is not about respecting Supreme Court order, not disrespecting. This is views. We are free to express the views, right? People are free to express the views, and they have a
And
view.
what about Durga Stalin getting an invite? Come on, it smacks of hypocrisy, no?
Of course, yes. Of course, this is not new. Stalin is, he's not he's against God, and Durga Stalin is for God. She goes to various temples.
Yeah.
This has been discussed so many times, and you want to keep asking repeatedly. Yes, she's going to temples. She will go to temples. She will even
that
go to
is
Ayodhya
okay.
temple.
But if Rajinikanth goes there, then there is a hatred for BJP. I don't understand this logic. And Jagdishwaran, my friend, I would love you to explain the logic to me. Just give me a little bit of time. Let me also welcome S. Venkat Narayan, sir. Sir, thank you so much for your patience, for waiting. How do you see this kind of disparaging comments made on Ilayaraja, and also, this backlash that Rajinikanth has, received? Don't you think it is completely unnecessary? I feel more than unnecessary, sir. It is hypocritical. On the one hand, you say superstar, Talevar Vanditaru, and all that you say, and on the other hand, at the slightest thing, you criticize him and pull him down. So it seems like all the icons in Tamil Nadu are made of clay feet, except for DMK's icons.
I think it is ridiculous, Sudha. But the point I want to make is that here was a national celebration and front page story, lead story on television, not just in India, across the globe. And here a couple of people from Tamil Nadu make nasty comments on, tweets on X. And I don't know, should we care about what they think? In a population of 7.5 crores of people, two guys, one chap criticizes Rajni, and the other guy says because Ilayaraja is a Dalit, he was not invited. Everybody was not invited. Only people belonging to certain categories were invited. And if the BJP thought he should not be invited, but he is a member of the Rajya Sabha from the BJP, right? So I think this is all crazy. Something is not right with these people who, with due respect to X and Elon Musk giving freedom to people to write whatever people want to write and so on. But I don't think we need to take this seriously and make a huge issue out of it. Two guys out of 7.5 crores of people writing something stupid.
Yes, sir.
But
sir, they had also, both of them, I have to take a break now, but let me tell you that, they had faced a lot of criticism when Rajinikanth had touched the feet of Yogi Adityanath, and poor guy had to, the superstar, I do not know, saying poor guy, I don't even should be saying that he's a superstar, but he had to explain himself many times. When Ilayaraja said something at a book launch about Prime Minister Modi, he had to go to town explaining it as if he's guilty. Taking a break, but I'm coming back. And I am going straight to R.A. Arjuna Murthy for the next question. Please stay with us. We're talking about Rajini, Raja and Rama.
हमारी नारी शक्ति को सशक्त करने से ही देश सशक्त होने वाला है।
हर महीने महिलाओं को 1500 रुपए प्रति माह दिलवाया जाएगा।
What Nitish Kumar did to provide cycle to girls, so they could safely, quickly move out of the house, go to school, and quickly come back. Ching, 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 ching.
माँ अन्नपूर्णा तू ही, माँ अन्नपूर्णा है तू ही वीणा वादनी, हे शक्ति स्वरूपा जगदम्बा, हे नारी तू नारायणी।
News is now content. Just stream it. Download the world's first news OTT, News9 Plus, ahead of the curve.
Bangalore traffic is an example of something that has gone wrong with our system.
We have more than 50 flyovers in Bangalore city. If flyover is a solution to traffic problem, Bangalore should not have traffic problem.
According to TomTom Traffic Index 2022, Bangalore is ranked as the second worst city in the world when it comes to traffic.
The speed limit at the ORR is 80 kilometers per hour, but our vehicle has only moved 10 kilometers per hour.
What Bangalore needs is a surgery, but what we have been offered repeatedly are band-aids.
Only on the world's first news OTT, News9 Plus, ahead of the curve.
जानना है तो देखिए, समझना है तो सुनिए, सीखना है तो पूछिए, और कमाना है तो खरीदिए। जानकारी, सलाह और निवेश सब एक ही सुपर ऐप पर। पैसे का सवाल है तो जवाब है Money9। आजादी पैसे की, अभी डाउनलोड करें।
It was my 14th birthday.
On birthday, daughter waits
for missing father.
He was carrying a cake for his daughter.
49-year-old Birmingham-based
Indian diplomat vanishes.
He was grabbed and bundled into a car by 4 assailants.
KLA claims responsibility. Demands Kashmiri separatists.
Makbul Bhatt's release.
गोली मारो और फेंक दो।
And within 3 days, they shot him dead.
Abducted diplomat.
Found murdered in Leicestershire.
I said, who ordered to kill him? To me, he said, yes, I ordered it.
And he never came home.
Stop searching. Start streaming. Download the world's first news OTT, News9 Plus, ahead of the curve.
20,000 people dead and counting. What's happening in the United States of America is unprecedented. You will have to pay for this.
Welcome back. The South Indian is here. This is what we are discussing. Raja, Rajani and Ram. The controversy which has been created on social media over Rajnikant's visit to the Pran Pratishtha ceremony in Ayodhya, and also about what the maestro Ilayaraja wrote about Prime Minister Modi and Ram Lalla on the day of the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Let me now go to R.A. Arjuna Murthy, who is a Prabhari of Tamil Nadu BJP social media and in charge Shivaganga parliamentary constituency. I think we've lost the connection to Arjuna Murthy. Let me go to Vignesh Selvaraj then. Vignesh, tell me something. You know, the thing is that what Jagdishwaran, he explained, he said, you know, it's about more about hatred of right wing, hatred of whatever represents the BJP, you know, whatever represents North India, let us say. The point of the matter is that don't you think that these two people are much larger than the politics that these people are playing? And you know, the thing is that they have done enough and more, because the social media user also wrote that he always, referring to the superstar, that he always had a problem with Tamils. What kind of a comment is that? Don't you think when it suits him, they eulogize him, and if they suit him, they drop him on the ground?
Ma'am, before starting my point, I would like to address 3 important points.
Please.
Starting from Jagdishwaran sir point, he was mentioning that Ilayaraja sir is a BJP MP itself. See, this is the impact that social media has influenced even well-informed persons like Jagdishwaran sir. He is not a BJP appointed MP. He is a nominated MP from appointed by the President of India. He is nominated, again, he is not a MP from BJP. And this is the impact the social media is creating. People start to think that whoever is nominated by BJP is also an official member of BJP. And he is saying that people in social media has the right to express their views. I just want to ask a question, that is criticizing Ilayaraja with his caste name is a right to express their view? How can how this kind of words can be supported? I am not sure. And one more thing, people are having problem in Thalivar when Rajinikanth is going to Ram Mandir. He has attended, he has went to Dargah with A.R. Rahman sir also. Why people are silent on that? He is really a spiritual person. You can even see Jesus photo in his hall, you can see. He is literally trying to be a spiritual, but that spirituality, when it is going through Hinduism route, people have a concern about that. This cannot be just stated as a opposition to right wing at all. This is just opposition to Rajinikanth. This is just opposition to Ilayaraja. They want to brand these people as a right wing. I don't know what problem they are having. Even when Ilayaraja took oath as Rajya Sabha MP, he said that I am taking my oath in the name of the consciences and in the name of the God. Even people started abusing him for that purpose also. They wanted only if the actors are having an allegiance towards DMK or the Dravidian parties, they are accepting this. If they are having any particular interest in spiritualism also, these people are having a problem.
Jagdishwaran, would you like to react to that?
See, people are still fans of Rajinikanth. People are still fans to the music of Ilayaraja. There is no doubt about it. People will still listen to Ilayaraja songs. People will still go to Rajinikanth movies. There is no. But when he takes a different path from what the social media thinkers, I mean, it just don't brand everybody as Dravidian ideology. Because when I was saying people who put their profile in black yesterday, they are not, most of them are, they're not even DMK, they're not followers of Dravidian parties. They're all people who might vote to anybody, who might vote to even ADMK or New Party or Vijaykanth Party or any parties. People of Tamil Nadu, that is how they think through. I mean, they express their views through this, and they think, I mean, demolition of Babri Masjid and building Ram Ayodhya on top of Babri Masjid, it's wrong. That is their views. And anybody who goes, not just Rajinikanth or Ilayaraja or anybody, because see today, people are praising Dhoni because he didn't go. And the right wingers, they are trolling Dhoni, saying he can go to any number of places, but not to Mandir. And they started trolling even CSK pages. These are now done by BJP groups now. So what do you say about that? They started trolling people who didn't attend the event. There might be plenty of reasons for not attending the event. Dhoni might even go next month or tomorrow or whatever time he gets it. Yes, but this is happening from the right wingers as well. So that is how people think. Yeah.
I think in all this, my friend, in all this, the casualty is freedom of thought, freedom of expression, a democratic kind of a thing, which the DMK goes to town and says everyone has a right to say. When they talk about Sanatana Dharma, I beg your pardon, but then I don't think Udayanidhi Stalin even understood what Sanatana Dharma is. He was confusing something else with Sanatana Dharma, Varnashrama basically, but that's another conversation. When he says, I can say what I want to. It's a free country. I mean, let the courts do what they want to. So when it comes to them, it is freedom of speech. When it comes to others, then they are, cowing down or covering in fear because of some right-wing kind of bogey which is created by DMK. Mr. Venkat Narayan sir, would you agree? You said why should we bother, Sudha, about these people? The point is, first it's one voice, then it becomes a chorus, then it becomes surround sound for you. You know, the thing is that it also, these are icons, sir. These are people who've set an example. Young kids, young people are influenced by these people. If this is the attack that they have to face, can you imagine what an ordinary person must be facing in Tamil Nadu? If I went back to my, birthplace in Tamil Nadu and went to a Ram temple, maybe I'll also be trolled. But how come you live in Delhi, but you come here and you go to a Ram temple? What is this going on? I think somewhere Stalin has completely lost his hold over such people.
And he doesn't seem to be doing anything about it,
Yes.
Sudha.
Yes.
The thing is, Rajnikant is a very modest man, full of humility. I had occasion to spend 3 hours with him at an event in Vijayawada a few months ago.
Wow.
And, it's impossible to meet the real man and watch him on the screen. They are two different persona. And he is a very religious person. And just because he has attended an event nationally celebrated in Ayodhya, how does he become a bad guy? I mean, this is ridiculous. If there are some people have a problem with the BJP, it's an entirely different matter. But this is a national event. After more than 500 years, to put it in Modi's words, Lord Ram has come back to Ayodhya. And this is being celebrated by 120 crores of people, Hindus and other people all over the world. And if the DMK has an issue with the BJP, why are they mixing it up with, a god, a person, Lord Ram, who is believed to be God, and Ayodhya is believed to have been his birthplace. So I think this is ridiculous. Something is seriously wrong with the psyche of these Vardis. And Sudha, I think we should not give them unnecessary publicity. They should be given a royal ignore. I do not think that 7.5 crores of Tamils believe that what Rajni did was wrong. 7.5 crores of people do not believe Ilayaraja, a great musician, has done something wrong by praising the Prime Minister, who's doing a lot of good for this country. Whether you like him or not, that's your problem. But, what he's doing can be seen by everybody, right, Sudha?
Very well said, sir. Very well said. I just want to go to Jagdishwaran. Jagdishwaran, with due respects to all the Tamils, particularly the politicians, every time I have seen them and met them, they are all wearing vibhuti, some pottu, that is bindi, in Tamil it's called pottu. Pottu, bindi, vibhuti, all kinds of things. And I can also quote PTR Madurai, ex-finance minister of Tamil Nadu. I asked him, why do you put this? You keep talking about being an atheist and stuff. He says, no, I can't help it. I go to the Meenakshi Amman temple in Madurai, someone puts it, I can't refuse it. I have seen enough and more reasons. Whereas the difference between these and Kalingir was, Kalingir had class. He also spoke about God, he also had his own opinion, but the kind of, the comparison of, what Arjuna Murthy was saying, Perumal with Periyar, don't you think it's taking things too far? It smacks only of one word, which starts with H, hypocrisy.
First of all, I don't think PTR said he's an atheist anywhere, because he's a follower of God. He goes to various temples. He's a religious devote. So I don't think so. And that's the exact point that many people fail to understand. When Stalin says people follow Perumal as well as Periyar, that is, people of Tamil Nadu, they go to various temples. As some Sarjan was putting, it is a land of so many temples, and people go to various temples. And people also follow Periyar. And that is the problem for BJP. BJP will never understand Tamil Nadu. Just like people over here, some of the Pandits will never understand people of Tamil Nadu. BJP will never understand Tamil Nadu. And that will remain the same.
All right. So are you okay?
People of Tamil Nadu are very clear. Going to temple is different thing. Voting to a party is different thing. They understand
but going to temple but being criticized is also a different thing. You go to temple. Tandai Periyar, you worship. Read him. lecture about him. But if I go to a temple, is it okay to be criticized? Particularly icons like Raja sir and Rajnikant? Is that okay?
See, just see the difference. Rajnikant goes to various temples. He is not criticized every time he goes to a temple. He is criticized when he goes to the inauguration of Ram temple. Ilayaraja went to different temples. He is not criticized every time he goes to a temple. Many celebrities, they go to different temples.
And you know, because it's in North India, but you have to understand that he was, I don't think, I don't see the logic, sir, because he's a Gaikwad. Yeah, what is the logic?
I told in the very first round, people of Tamil Nadu don't see the inauguration of Ram temple as a national celebration. First of all, because the other panelists were saying it's a national celebration, people of Tamil Nadu don't see it as a national celebration. They still see it as a destruction of Babur Masjid, and Ayodhya was built over it. And that is a difference. That is why he is being criticized, and people will criticize.
Okay, so Vignesh Selvaraj, I'm going to give you the last, minute. I only have a minute. Vignesh, do you think it will even impact these two icons in any way? Rajnikant and like Venkat Narayan sir was saying, we should ignore them. It doesn't matter. It will not matter at all.
Yes, ma'am, because they are just enjoying their life as a normal Ram Bhakt only. They don't go by the social media. If they are starting to reacting to social media, they would have not achieved this kind of height in their career also. So they will ignore the social media, and it's even better for us to ignore the social media. One thing I have to say, Jagdishwaran sir was saying about like people of Tamil Nadu will follow both Periyar and Perumal also. I just want to ask a question like where people are following Periyar. They said BJP is not understanding about Periyar and Tamil Nadu. Even I am not understanding. Few months ago, students were attacking each other in the name of the caste.
Exactly.
What happened about Vengai Vayal? Even DMK's own MLA son and daughter-in-law were torturing a Dalit girl, and the name of that MLA is also Karnanidhi. And are people ill-informed about this? He is saying this is a demolition of Babri Masjid.
You know, worst is that they brought up Ilayaraja sir's caste, and you know they talk about Periyar. That is the biggest hypocritical thing that anyone can do. And in this, they are ill-informed. This is just, they are ill-informed. Yeah, they are completely ill-informed. They are hypocritical is what I think. And I would like to first quote Mahatma Gandhi and say, hey Ram, those were his last words. And also what Ulaganayagan said in his movie, hey Ram. Thank you so much. Arjuna Murthy sir, thank you very much for joining us. Vignesh, it was such a pleasure. Jagdishwaran, it is always so great to debate with you. And Venkat Narayan sir, what do I say? Sheer pleasure to have you on my show. Thank you very much, sir. Vanakkam, sir. And before this South Indian goes, let me tell you that apart from all the news that we get you from the south of India and across India, we also show you special shows. There's a News9 documentary which is coming up, which is about how the ISI in Pakistan is actually training women to be operatives, to be like honey traps, to trap influential Indians. Don't miss this. Coming after the show on the South Indian. With that, I am about to say namaskar.